Alors, dinner is served, madame.
What have I done to deserve all this personal treatment?
Yeah, remember the other night I promised I'd cook you dinner?
Yeah.
Figure it's the least I can do for you.
Oh, I hope it's not that. I mean,
What?
kielbasa a la Wallach.
No, this is just your standard, bland but healthy hospital food. I'm going to stay right here till you finish your vegetables and drink all your milk. I was going to get candles and sort of pretty the thing up, but the store downstairs, it was closed and they didn't have
Larry,
it.
Dr. Spencer's test results are in, aren't they?
Yeah.
And the news is bad, and that's why you're running around here like the merry maitre d', am I right? All right. Tell me the truth.
Pa, I am very thankful that the search party didn't find anybody in Viki's car when they dug it out of the snow, but where is she? Why can't they find her?
I don't know. Maybe she found Tina and Cord and took shelter with them.
Well, if that's the case, why hasn't Cord made some attempt to signal the search party?
How, Clint? By sending up a flare?
Well, why not? If he went up to the mountains to look for Tina, he'd be prepared for that sort of thing, Pa.
You know, Lord knows we're upset enough as it is, but Viki told me that she was real excited about Delilah's debut at Tempest. She said she wouldn't miss it for the world. Now, the fact that she is not here right now, it just scares the living daylights out of me.
I came over as fast as I could.
Oh, Wanda, thanks for coming right over. You said you had something important to show us.
Yes. Viki gave me this when she was leaving Heavenly Hash with Gabrielle. Now, do you know what that means?
Good evening, my friends. Let me be the first one to welcome you to Eterna. You are filled with wonder, my friends. Amazement. Of course you are. It's to be expected.
It's like he's been expecting us.
Since I cannot welcome each of you individually, I must use this central message screen to talk to you. This screen will be our link, our means of communication, communicating news and information as the months go by.
Months. The gold.
I want to
about the
prepare you
gold.
for your long, exciting stay in your new home. And make no mistake, my friends, Eterna is first and foremost a home.
Your home. It was my home, too. Until you destroyed it. Damn you, Gordon! I won't let you destroy my life again!
Michael, don't. Let's just hear what he has to say.
It's all lies!
The welcoming committee is passing among you with your access cards. Please don't lose them. They allow you to enter the library, the recreation centers, the public parks, and all other recreational facilities.
What's he talking about now?
Yeah, I don't see anybody. Listen to me, everybody.
That life may seem strange.
This isn't a live broadcast, it's a film.
But let me assure you,
My father's original message to the people of Eterna when they first came here over 30 years ago.
I understand that some of you have children. All the better. My wife and I have a fine young son of our own.
Like father, like son. Huh, Gordon?
That is what Eterna is all about. Creating a family, a community of pioneers on the greatest frontier of them all, the limitless potential of the human spirit. Our first order of business is to get
Politicians haven't changed that much since then, have they?
After that, we will gather in the dining hall for a
If this is just a recording, what caused it to go on now?
After dinner, we will reassemble here in the great hall.
When we were in the control room, I pushed a lot of buttons
By
and
the
ran.
Eterna Orchestra and Chorale.
One of them must have activated the screen and projector.
That we once
I
again
know he's your father, Roger, but boy, am I glad it's just a recording.
Our soul
Isn't there any way to turn him off?
standing and cooperation. And with your help, someday Eterna will be remembered as the guardian and savior of our most precious values. And to that end, remember, we're all in this together.
He sure knows how to make his exits and his entrances, now doesn't he?
The gold! He never mentioned the gold!
That's right. I mean, if there really was gold, why didn't he say anything about it?
Well, there's only one explanation for that, I'm afraid. The volunteers who came to Eterna were deliberately kept in the dark. They trusted my father's words.
Little did they know that the only values they were guarding were greed, power.
Look, it's getting late. We'll need sleep and rest if we're going to try and find our way out of here tomorrow. I'm sorry if that broadcast upset you.
It's not your fault.
They say the sins of a father shouldn't be dumped on the children. Good night.
Wait. Do you want to help me find a place to bed down?
Sure, come on.
Oh, honey, I don't think I can sleep a wink.
Come on, girl. Let's at least give it a try. Good night, all.
Good night, Viki.
Roger, before I go, there's something I'd like to know.
Well, wait a minute. Gabrielle wasn't one of Viki's favorite people lately. I want to know what she was doing in the restaurant with her in the first place.
Well, it seems as if Gabrielle had Viki come there, and then all of a sudden it got very mysterious, and they started whispering, but I knew that something was wrong.
Darling, who drew this?
Gabrielle did. I saw her scribble on the napkin, and then Viki saw it, and she got very upset. And then when they were leaving, she passed it to me like she was trying to tell me something, like it was some kind of warning.
Damn it. Wanda, why didn't you call us the minute Viki left with that scheming she-devil?
Well, I did. I got Cord. I told him exactly what happened, and he seemed to know exactly what I was talking about.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm starting to get a picture here. If my hunch is right.
Wait, who you calling?
You'll see in a minute.
You know, this is barely a sketch, but there's no mistaking what it's supposed to be.
Well, would you mind telling me what it is?
Well, darling, it is the design of that pin that Viki is so fond of. You know, the one she's wearing all the time?
Oh, of course. Well, why didn't I make that connection? It's a triangle with a circle inside.
But the question is, Wanda, why is Viki attached to this odd piece of jewelry? I mean, my understanding is she doesn't even know where she got it from.
And what is this symbol supposed to mean? Lordy, maybe Gabrielle knows. Maybe that's why she drew it on the napkin and gave it to Viki.
May I speak to Gabrielle Medina, please? When do you expect her back? I see.
Who are you talking to?
Baby Al's babysitter. Have you placed any calls trying to find her, trying to locate her? Well, I can tell you're upset. I can tell you're very upset. I'm sorry about that. I wish there was something I could do.
Why don't you let me talk to him? Maybe I can help. Just hello, darling. It's Wanda.
Well, it looks like I was right. Gabrielle's missing, too.
And now Viki, Tina, Cord, and Gabrielle. What is it all supposed to mean?
Unfortunately, I got another idea. And this one scares me worse than the first.
Listen, I have been in this position more times than I'd like to remember. So I think what we're going to have to do to get through it is just leave our relationship aside and talk to each other as one professional to the other, okay?
Well, nothing's going to make this any easier.
How bad is it, Doctor?
Brenda, the test results show that you have symptoms of preeclampsia.
I have toxemia?
Yeah. Your blood pressure is about 142/96. Your protein output's high. Your red blood cell count is climbing.
So what's the prognosis?
Well, hopefully we've caught it in time, and with treatment, we can prevent this from becoming a full-blown case of eclampsia.
Right.
Brenda, I am so sorry.
No, listen. I'm staying very objective about this right now, okay? So just tell me, how is the baby going to be able to survive this?
Oh, yeah, toxemia is certainly not going to cause you to miscarry.
Yeah, I know that. I do know a little bit about it.
I know. Well, then you know that if we can't stop the progression, it could endanger the baby's life as well as your own.
You know, everyone's gone to find beds for the night. You should join them, Viki.
Well, what about you? Is it really necessary that one of us stands watch?
After Michael's angry words and Leo's mad desire to find the treasure, I don't want to use this But if someone wants to cause trouble, I'm ready.
The burden of command.
Some people carry that burden more easily than others.
You're thinking about your father, aren't you? It wasn't just the danger of a cave-in that made you want us to leave this place, was it? And it wasn't just the gold you didn't want us to find.
I don't give a damn. Gold. It's cost the lives of too many already. But my father... There was a time when the smile you saw on that screen was genuine. Michael's father wasn't the only idealist who came to Eterna. Danton Gordon believed in the dream, too. Something down here changed him.
Well, I too had a father who craved power. I think I understand.
Victor Lord made mistakes. Big mistakes. But he always acted out of love for his daughter.
Funny. It didn't always seem like that.
Well, he hurt you. And his legacy continues to hurt you, but somehow you know his motives weren't evil. In the case of my father.
Roger, you cannot torture yourself because of the sins of your father. Think of all the good you've done with your life, the daughters you've raised, the wonderful work you've done.
I've kept one daughter from a rightful mother. And I've hugged a lot of trees.
No. No, you gave both your daughters your love. Both Megan and Sarah. And as for your work, if you save just one tree, that's helped make up for your father's crimes.
Not enough. You know, Michael's right. In my own way, I'm just as ambitious as he is. Only I'm not after gold. Coming back to Eterna has given me the chance to redeem the Gordon name. I can't bring back all those lives my father helped destroy. But I can do my damnedest to protect our little band and lead us out of here safely. Then, and only then, can I put Eterna behind me.
What is it now?
I told you. It's bedtime. The lights are always dimmed automatically at this hour in Eterna. As an illusion for day going into night.
They thought of everything, didn't they?
Almost, Viki. Almost.
If you have any idea what's going on, son, out with it.
Well, we all know how cozy Gabrielle has been with Michael lately. I think that she might have tricked Viki into going up to the mountain in order to help Michael in some scheme that he's got going against Viki.
What does Michael Grant have to do with Viki?
And you know, maybe Leo was right when he insisted that Michael was behind Viki's kidnapping in New York.
And if Christine was right when she accused him of being behind Leo's plot against Viki.
That does it. I'm calling Rafe. Get him over to Grandview right away and pick up that guy for questioning.
Paul, wait a minute. I don't think we should get the cops involved in this just yet.
Why not?
Well, just trust me. I think I should handle this. I've seen Michael tap dance his way out of trouble around the cops before. We need some proof, some facts before we call Rafe in on this.
What makes you think you can get anything out of Michael Grant?
Darling, maybe Clint will have a better chance of trapping Michael than Rafe.
Yeah, so why don't you and Renee stay here by the phone in case we get some word on the search party?
I think that is a real good idea.
All right, we'll hold down the fort. You, my friend, be careful. I don't want you disappearing on us, too.
Don't you worry about me. And I'll get a hold of you just as soon as something comes up.
Okay, I guess I better get going, too.
Let me help you.
I told Baby Al's babysitter that I would go over there and I would pick him up and take him over to Delilah's. That way, at least Sammy can keep him company.
You know, tonight is Delilah's debut. I mean, darling, I don't know how we're going to be able to make that.
Renee, a big part of this family is missing. We take care of our own. Delilah's just going to have to understand that.
you?
Yeah. With my parents. I remember this was taken the day we entered Eterna. We were all real excited about spending a year down here. My father was bursting with pride.
Over his new technological dream come true.
By then, it was more than a dream. This city had become his life, and he slaved over every last detail of its design. He felt he was creating a perfect environment where everybody could live in peace and harmony. I loved him. I loved her, too. She was always there for both of us, no matter what. We were happy then. Our days were filled with hope and excitement. Little did we know it all end in bitterness, greed, death.
Michael, if you find the gold in Eterna, don't you see their lives? They won't...
What do you want? What are you talking about? Nothing can possibly give any meaning to their senseless deaths.
They died because of the gold. But once you have it, it'll be as though they passed it on to you.
God, all you can think of is the gold.
Well, you have very conveniently forgotten that the whole reason we're trapped down here is because of the damn gold, the way you say. The day you came to Llanfair, that's all you could think about. You couldn't wait to get your hands on it.
I was not staring death in the face then.
Oh. So now we realize that we are only mortal, is that it?
Yes, that is it. And you had better realize the same thing about yourself. We are not going to get out of here, Gabrielle. It is possible that we might not get out of here, huh? Get that through your head. Now, tell me, is the gold going to do you any good if you're buried alive with it, huh?
I haven't really given it much thought.
Well, maybe you better. And maybe you better rearrange your priorities, because
What are you doing?
It is time to take some action.
Michael, Roger has already tried most of those buttons. He couldn't find a way out.
Escaping is not what I had in mind.
Michael, please, please don't. Don't push them, please. No, don't push the buttons. What if you push one and it blows us all to bits? Is that what you want?
Any idea of where Michael could be?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Grant. I'm as much in the dark as you are. I haven't seen him since yesterday.
And he didn't leave a number where he could be reached?
No, which isn't like him at all. Whenever he's planning on being away for an extended period of time, he always leaves a number where he can be reached.
Where on earth could he be?
Would you want me to call the local hospitals?
Oh, Martin, I hate thinking that something terrible's happened to him, but I really am starting to get worried. Yes, I think you should start calling around to see if... Well, you know what I mean.
I'll start with Llanfair Hospital.
I don't have to go tonight. I can stay here with you if you want me to.
Oh, Coco, it's sweet of you to offer, but I know how much you've been looking forward to the opening of Rob's new club.
No, this is much more important. I'm going to stay here until you get word from Uncle Michael.
I'm sure he's fine. He probably just forgot to tell Martin where he was going. And there's no sense in spoiling your evening because of an oversight. Besides, I have eyes. I can see how fond you are of Rob. And I would hate to stand in the way of a budding romance.
Well, I'd hardly call it a romance, budding or otherwise.
Well, still, I think it's very important that you be there for him tonight. So don't worry about me. Run along and have a good time.
Are you sure you'll be all right?
I'm positive.
Well, I'm going to call just in case.
Coco, just forget about me and enjoy yourself. I'll be fine. Now, hurry up or you're going to miss the opening act.
Are you expecting someone?
No.
Good news. Mr. Grant has not been admitted to any of the hospitals I've called so far, and the police says there hasn't been any serious accidents since the last time we saw him. Yes, may I help you?
Tell your boss that Clint Buchanan is here to see him.
Mr. Grant is not at home.
No? Then where is he?
Really, sir?
Don't really, sir, me. Now, I want to know where to find him, and I want to know now.
What are you looking for?
The controls that work the message center?
Oh, Michael, haven't we all heard enough of Danton and his cheery messages?
This one is not quite so cheery. I just have to find the moment in time, though. The exact moment in time when it... Wait a minute. All these messages were recorded. So there's got to be a master list.
Michael, please, you're frightening me. I've never seen you this frantic before. Please, just why is this so important to you?
Because I want everybody to know the truth. Eterna was not just a series of special dinners and chorale concerts. I want everybody to see when it became a nightmare. Okay,
Okay, here's the list. All we have to do is find the right clip.
What clip? What do you want us to see?
I want you to see the day Eterna became a living hell. And here it is. Here it is, the most important message of all.
Is it going to help us find a way out of here?
Nope.
Well, then why show it?
Because everybody is going to understand what happened when disaster struck. I want everybody to feel the same things that we felt. Me, my parents, and everyone who stood listening to that message.
Where are you going?
To the great hall, calling everybody together.
Martin.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Grant.
I need to see your husband, and I need to see him now.
Well, I'll take care of this. You continue making your phone calls.
Yes, ma'am.
Clint, please come in. I believe you know my niece?
Yes, we met at a party.
Evening, Mr. Cannon.
Now, why don't we all sit down and you...
I really don't have time for any pleasantries. I came by here to see Michael.
May I ask why?
Do you know where he is?
He's out of town on business.
Where?
Perhaps if you told me why you were so upset, I could...
My wife is missing, my son is missing, and my daughter-in-law is missing. Now, if I'm right, your husband and Gabrielle Medina have something to do with it.
How could Michael possibly be responsible for the disappearance of all those people?
Well, now, that's what I intend to find out if you'll stop protecting him and tell me where he is.
I assure you, Clint, that I sympathize with you and your family. I know this must be a very stressful time for you. But I am not protecting Michael from anything. As I said,
Yes, I know what you said. He's out of town on business, but you don't know where he is.
Really, Clint?
Now, damn it, this is not a game. Your husband and my family may be trapped in an avalanche on Llanfair Mountain.
But that's impossible. Michael had no reason to go up there.
I think that he tricked them into walking into some kind of trap. I'm also positive, almost positive, that Gabrielle helped him do it because she has disappeared too.
I resent your implication that wherever Gabrielle Medina is has anything whatsoever to do with my husband. I also resent your accusation that Michael is somehow plotting against your family.
But what if he is? And what if they are trapped in the middle of some avalanche?
This is the last time I'm going to say it. Michael is out of town on business. And I'm not going to tell you where he is because I will not have you tracking him down with these outrageous accusations.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to barge in here and upset you like this. Obviously, I'm mistaken.
It's all right. I understand how painful it must be to have your loved ones disappear without a trace. But I assure you, Clint, Michael is not involved in this.
Well, it does look that way. I mean, especially since he's out of town on business. Would you do me a favor, though?
Of course.
If Michael contacts you, would you ask him to call me? Maybe he can give me some handle on where Gabrielle might be. I mean, because she works for him and all.
I'll be sure to give him the message.
Thank you. Again, I'm sorry if I upset you. I'll see myself out.
Good night.
Good night.
I must say, you handled him very well. I'm not sure I could have kept my cool as long as you did.
Well, it wasn't all that difficult, especially since I'm certain that he was mistaken about Michael.
But what if he wasn't? You really don't know where Uncle Michael is. What if he is trapped on that mountain?
Coco, Michael is perfectly safe wherever he is. Now, would you get going? You're going to miss the opening of Tempest. Go on. I will be fine.
Okay. But call me if you need me. The number of the club is on the desk, okay?
Goodbye, darling. Just have fun, okay? Martin? Martin, would you come in here, please?
Yes, Mrs. Grant?
Martin, I need to get inside Michael's study. Would you unlock it for me?
But Mr. Grant left strict orders that no one is to be allowed in there.
Martin, he might be in danger. I don't think he would mind us breaking a few house rules if it might lead us to the information we need to help him.
No, I don't suppose he would.
Then get the key. And let's see if Michael's study holds the answers to our questions. Table, Martin.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we didn't find any answers, but this certainly creates a whole new series of questions, doesn't it? Like, what on earth is Michael doing with a replica of Llanfair Mountain?
As I recall, he was once thinking about developing the land up there. Maybe that's why he had this made.
Or maybe Clint was right. Maybe Michael did lure all those people up there and they're all trapped underneath an avalanche.
Why would Mr. Grant want to lure anybody up to Lantano Mountain?
I don't know, Martin. I just don't know. What's that?
What?
That peak. It looks like it's been cut away and then replaced.
You're right. Perhaps it's designed to come off. There appears to be something inside the mountain.
It looks like some sort of a housing development.
Or a city.
Did Michael ever mention a city inside the mountain?
Not to me.
Then why does he have this model of it? I mean, does it exist? And if it does, what meaning does it hold for Michael?
Everybody up! Michael, what are you doing? Michael, what are you doing?
What's all the racket for?
What's going on? I thought we were supposed to get some rest around here. Sleep can wait. This can't. You trust a man like Roger Gordon to lead you out? Take a good look, ladies and gentlemen. Take a good, long look at the kind of man you are counting on.
Screen. Not another old movie.
Yeah, this one's even more illuminating than the first. I found it up in the control room. Now watch and learn.
My friends, I have grave news. The vibrations that you felt have proven worse than we feared. Somehow, the failsafe device that protects us from intruders was activated.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, me. He's talking about the end of Eterna. Listen.
Something has gone wrong. All the exits from Eterna have been permanently sealed. There is no way out.
We know how you feel, pal.
I know what you're feeling, my friends. I feel it too. This accident should never have happened. The blame and responsibility fall on the shoulders of one man, the man who designed our beloved city, Albert Garrick.
Liar! You hear that? He lied and misled them, trapping them here. And then instead of taking the blame himself, he blamed it on my father.
His punishment will come. But now, my friends, now we must find the strength and the will to go on. If it is our fate to remain in Eterna, then let us make it a paradise.
A solid gold paradise. Tell us where you hid this stuff.
The city is functioning. Families can grow. Eterna will thrive. Our home, my friends. We still have our home. And after a time, after we've learned to adjust, we will realize that this is where we belong. Together. In Eterna. For eternity.
Boy, it's like he was talking to us here now. I mean, not to some people that were here so long ago.
I know, honey. I know. All right, Mr. Grand. Look, you've had your fun. But I don't need any more documentaries to tell me what I already know. We're gonna get out of here.
And Roger's the one to get us out. Aren't you watching and listening? Don't you see the kind of man that you are trusting?
Michael, some of us do not share your need for vengeance, or is it your lust for the gold?
If everybody wants another election.
No, Roger, no. We have chosen you, and we will stand by you.
I would like to see some proof of that.
Dad, you're not with him.
I abstain.
Gabrielle, what about you?
All right, Mr. President. I hope megalomania doesn't run in the family.
Thank you for your support. I'll try not to disappoint you. Everybody get back to bed. Try to get some rest.
Roger.
Good night, Viki.
dazzling Disney classic. Angela Lansbury stars in Bedknobs and Broomsticks, an ABC movie special. Then a world-class adventure from the masters. Steven Spielberg and George Lucas returns. Harrison Ford and Karen Allen star in Raiders of the Lost Ark on the ABC Sunday night movie. Felicia